If you're head coach Kalen Deboer, life comes at you fast. I mean, at one point after the win versus Georgia, the Alabama head coach was looking like the god of college football. But since losing to Vanderbilt and now Tennessee, the seat is starting to get a little hot. So sit back, relax. This is your boy T. Allen, and this is the Ballhead Podcast. Stay tuned. Alabama just suffered their second loss of the season, this time versus the Tennessee Volunteers, 24-17. And you talk about a bad loss. Now, T. Allen, what do you mean by that? There's a lot of things different about this Alabama program. First and foremost, head coach Kalen Deboer need to realize one thing. Jalen Milroe will never be a pocket passer. Now, T. Allen, let's talk about it. Today, Jalen Milroe had 45 pass attempts. Also, the Alabama Crimson Tide only had 75 yards rushing as a team. That is telling me two things. One, they're trying to make Jalen Milroe a pocket passer, which he is not. And two, the offensive line needs to play better. Because if you look at the Alabama football history under head coach Nick Saban, they always had an established run game. I mean, you can go on and name all the running backs that went to the NFL under Nick Saban, but this year's Alabama team, even with Jam Miller and all these other guys, they don't have an established run game versus good teams. And you saw it rear ugly head again today versus the Tennessee Volunteers. And one thing I noticed differently about this year's Alabama team, they seem like they're a lot less disciplined than years before. It seems like Kalen Deboer is a good guy, he's a good coach, but the team is a lot more loose. You even see assistant coaches on the sideline wearing the players' jewelry, wearing their necklaces and stuff because they don't want to get it stolen, obviously, but you would never see that type of stuff under head coach Nick Saban. He would tell them just to leave their stuff at home. But guys, it's just a new era right now in college football. And in my honest opinion, I was never really sold on Kalen Deboer being the head coach. I'm sure he's a great offensive-minded coach, but it just seems to me that Alabama is not the job for him. I'm not saying he can't go be a great head coach at any other school, but at a school like Alabama, you need somebody fiery, you need somebody intense, you need somebody that's a disciplinary, because that is what it's going to take to win at Alabama. When you look at Paul Bear Bryant, when you look at Nick Saban, the guys who won national championships at Alabama, they were alike. And Kalen Deboer is a more laid back, chill. Yeah, he can get fiery at times, but he's more of a laid back, chill coach, which is fine at other schools. But his style of coaching and his way of trying to make Jalen Milroe a pocket passer is just not going to work. And he needs to figure out fast that this is the SEC. You got to be willing to make adjustments during the game. And another downside to hiring an offensive-minded head coach is the defense is going to go down a little. And you're seeing that as well with Alabama. Teams are having their way with Alabama on the ground or through the air, in my opinion. There is no way in hell that the Florida Gators should have been able to put up a better fight than Alabama. Yes, Tennessee beat the Florida Gators 23-17, but go back and watch that game. Graham Mertz fumbled in the goal line. They missed a field goal. It was a lot of dumb play calling by Billy Napier. The Gators could have very, very easily beat Tennessee last week. So the fact that Alabama lost to Tennessee says a lot about Alabama and how close the teams are in the SEC. Is there a cultural problem at Alabama? Is Kalen Deboer the right head coach? This is the Ballhead Podcast. I'm your host, T. Allen, and I'm out.